I'm here with Dean Haglund from The X-Files, one of the lone gunmen.
Yes.
What conspiracy theories have you been chasing recently?
Recently. Let's start at the beginning, shall we? So my emails take 4 days to get to anybody. What kind of filter trap is that going through? Yeah. It's really,
Obviously NSA.
I would say, but I'm in Australia now. Why is it NSA down here? But
They're everywhere, man.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, see? Okay. I didn't realize that. So
It's probably just the lack of NBN, though.
No, I actually have my own virtual private network and it's still being.
Wow.
I know. That's
Somebody's
what
watching.
I said. I'm the farthest thing from paranoid. Well, not the farthest thing. Who said that?
Cool. So, we were talking before about the amazing X-Files VHS board game.
Yes, that you have.
Which, yes, and still play.
You still play it?
I still have a VCR just for that.
Come on.
Yeah.
How hard is it? Because you have to watch.
And then pause it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then like answer, or I forget how that worked actually.
Yeah,
and then
you
move your
answer
character.
the thing, and then you have to move around.
Yeah, and then you got to like a cue to another part of the tape.
Yeah.
So you have to fast forward,
Yep.
and then watch another bit of it, and then it's like.
It's the height of technology.
Okay. It was the height of technology.
Yeah.
Then we came out with another video game, and it was 6 CDs of video things that were interlinked. So it was supposed to be like a grid, so that any direction that you went would sort of connect back. But they put Agent Brendan Beiser was the actor, and his character's name was Agent something, and he was sort of the lead throughout this whole game. And the day they were shooting it, they didn't realize that the writers had killed him off. So he was shot and killed in the episode as they're making this game. They're like, dude, our whole game's around that character, and you just killed him off. You could have told us.
We see better communication.
I know. Well, nobody knew, or maybe they didn't think a 6 CD set video game. But then they made the X-Files video game.
Like legit video.
Legit.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous because Mulder said, look, even though it's a first-person shooter type thing,
Yep.
I don't want Mulder to have a gun. So what does he do? He kicks the crap out of everybody. He just goes and just, like as you're playing, he's just like, it looks actually crueler than if he just shot the guy, just kicking an alien in the head for half an hour, trying to kill it.
So, it's classy.
It's kind of classy, I guess, but how many times in the X-Files has Mulder kicked somebody to death? Not true.
And how many times has Mulder pulled out his gun on the X-Files?
I can't even, maybe once?
Tons of times he pulled out. He might not have shot many
Oh, yeah,
people, but
that's
he always
true,
had
yeah.
his gun out.
That's true. But he didn't want it to be like, oh, you're just going around blam, 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 because that's not really. It was supposed to be more clues and stuff. And then so.
And of course, the X-Files is all about realism.
Yes. Yes. In fact, I got a phone call once saying, we'd rather you didn't go to science fiction conventions. I go, why is that? Well, we don't think the X-Files is science fiction. What do we think the X-Files is? Well, it's science probability.
Sure.
So that's its own subgenre of science TV shows, a science probability show.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, I kept going to conventions, and here I am.
It's lovely to have you at another convention.
Oh, thank you. It's great to be here.
How are you finding AMC so far?
I'm loving it. I was here 4 years ago when it was called Armageddon Con,
Yep.
which is, I'm glad they changed the name because when you come through customs and they say, why are you here? And you say Armageddon, they think that you're like some end of the world tripper that's like hiding from a nuclear blast in the deserts of the outback somewhere. So
I think they're your character then.
Yeah. So then they go, yeah, you're not welcome if that's what you're here for. And so you go, oh, no, it's a convention. So I'm glad they call it AMC now.
And besides, there's only so many apocalypses you can have before it's a season finale of Buffy.
Exactly. How many can you have? I would like to see a whole TV series of just apocalypse episodes, like one after another. It's an apocalypse.
Isn't that what Flash Forward basically was? But more in the quality of writing than...
Yeah, so flash forward though, they knew, and then they came back, so they weren't in the apocalypse per se. They were still 20 years to the apocalypse.
And then they jumped again to another apocalypse.
Did they really?
They did. And then it got canceled for obvious reasons.
I dropped it after like 2 episodes, and they filmed the pilot in front of my place.
Wow.
I know. They wrecked it all and it made the whole big mess on the street. That was my street. Is that I was never in the show.
It's a wonderful fact. Well,
Let's talk about other really obscure sci-fi shows.
let's.
Let's see. Earth 2. Remember Earth 2? So there's another Earth, and they have to
Yeah.
get everybody. But it wasn't Terra Nova,
No.
which was ridiculous, because you wanted to see the world before everybody got on that train that took them through the portal, because that looked great.
Yeah.
But then they get to some sort of farm where there's some dinosaurs, and you just hang out in a farm.
Well.
It was like a hippie commune.
With dinosaurs.
Yeah, but, technically, you never had to see the dinosaurs.
Still better than Jurassic World.
Yes. Well, I skipped Jurassic World. Knowing
That
it
was
gonna suck.
wise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there we go.
So what do you watch?
Oh, what? Okay. I just binge watched Mad Men finally. I didn't realize I met Nathan Fillion at Supernova, and so now I'm watching all the Castle.
Cool.
And I hadn't watched Castle before, and didn't realize Nathan Fillion was an improviser and so funny.
Yep.
Kind of enjoying this silly show.
Pretty close. I assume you've seen Firefly, of course.
I have seen Firefly,
Good.
but I only saw it later because, here's a funny story. It was shooting, I met Joss Whedon as he was shooting the pilot.
Yep.
It was right across the stage from the X-Files. And one of the marketing executives goes, "Oh, Dean, you want to meet Joss? Yeah, let's go over. What's he shooting? Oh, Firefly. Oh, what's that about? I think it's about flying to Pluto in real time." And I said, "What?" He goes, yeah, I think they all are on a spaceship, and it's going to be like how long it would actually take to get to Pluto. They're actually just going to go to Pluto, but it'll be in real time. That'll be the show. I go, that
Sure.
sounds horrible. What are you talking about? Yeah, I know. I don't know. Well, Josh is, he's a smart guy. and then it's like, Josh, hey, what's this Firefly? I hear, well, I'm not going to tell you what she said, the marketing executive, but it's like we chatted a bit. And then it's sort of like, am I going to watch this flying to Pluto in real time? So I didn't watch it till everybody went, oh my God, the show's amazing. And I went, that's nothing like what she said. How did marketing, the people responsible, which is probably why, I would think that's why it got canceled.
It explains a lot.
Yeah, doesn't it? That if that's what the marketing team knows the show to be, oh yeah, we got a great show of flying to Pluto in real time.
Is it bad that I now kind of want Joss to make a show about flying to Pluto in real time?
I know, right? I
He
know.
could make it work.
It could make it work, because it'd be like, oh, what else are you going to do on that ship?
Yeah.
And it's a closed set. And
Exactly.
you're like, yeah,
Like,
okay.
it'd probably just be them playing like Settlers of K-Town 1,000 times.
Right. But then also somebody would go crazy, and there'd be like drawn. Yeah, I could
At
see
least
it.
one person would explode, surely.
Surely. And then they would have a mutation,
Yeah.
and there'd be a birth, and then
Oh,
there'd
but the
be a kid.
mutation would only be after like they fell, like a couple fell deeply in love they've been rooting for about 5 years,
Yes.
and then the mutation would kill them from the inside.
Oh, would that be horrible?
would
Tragic.
be.
Oh, yeah. But then one gets a cure.
Yeah.
But there's only enough cure for one.
Yeah, and they give it to
then
the
hit
other one as a surprise, and then they get
Yeah.
thrown out the airlock.
That's
Oh.
right.
Dude,
It writes itself for
we have
crying
to
out
make
loud.
this now.
I know. Okay. There we just.
Yeah, okay.
Somebody else actually penned that. I'm really
Enjoy
busy. Yeah. Okay.
So, what are you actually working on now? aside-
Fantastic. Well, surprise of all things, I live in Australia now.
No, of course.
Yes, I moved to Sydney 5 months ago as my better half got promoted.
Cool.
So the house, we moved everything, including the 2 dogs. We had
Fun.
2 Dobermans that came here legally,
Yeah, so there was no
Mr.
Johnny
Depp.
Depp situation?
and my dogs know Boo and Pilot. They know those
Wow.
dogs because they share the same backyard area. And so my dogs met those dogs and we found out, wait, you could just fly to Australia? You don't have to do 150 days of blood work and 10 days quarantine? They were pissed.
Oh.
But now they're here and they're very happy.
Well, that's good.
And I'm working on, if you missed my comedy show that I just did here, I did a one-man X-Files improv.
That sounds really cool.
It was really hilarious. Anyway, I will be in Sydney doing that once a week on a pay-per-laughs scale. So if you don't
Really?
laugh, it's totally free.
Well, that sounds like a really good challenge.
Come bring your grumpy uncle, and he can get it. If you didn't enjoy the show, that's my fault.
And where is this show?
It's going to be called, it's at the Venue 505 on Eliza Street in Newtown.
And what date does it start?
I think I'm going to do November 9th, but definitely November 16th is the first show,
Okay. Well then,
right? And come every Monday. It's a different show, completely improvised.
well, kids at home, you know where to start buying your tickets, I assume?
You don't buy your tickets. That's the thing.
Of
It's
course.
free.
You buy it when you're there.
If you leave on your way out, then you determine how much you enjoyed the show and how many laughs you think you had, and you throw money in the bucket and see, well, that, pay per laugh. So if it's $1 per laugh, you throw in $4.
Is that a bit of a risk? Are you worried?
No. I mean, am I worried? Yeah, there's always a chance you suck, but it's also based on audience suggestions. So I'm only as funny as the audience. So if the audience sucks, it's their fault.
So you can blame them.
Yeah, and that's even funnier.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Pressure's off.
Sounds really good. Well, we should all go check it out then.
Yes. Venue 505, I think, with the Fringe Festival. But go to deanhaglund.com. I'll put all the info up there.
DeanHaglund.com.
So easy.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Alice.
Lovely to meet you.
Such a pleasure.